don't even know if a sit down can actually restore the situation. It's just more so it's an olive branch. Like if you up for it, I'm up for it. I'm definitely willing to sit down with him and so I can hear his perspective and gain a little bit of understanding. I mean, like we're both men at the end of the day.
I don't think the relationship works. I'm not look for a long time, Charlie man. I went running behind him. I went places that he went, and he left.
The rivalry between 50 Cent and Big Meech was once just another chapter in the world of celebrity beefs, but it's now spiraled into something far bigger. This feud has turned into a full-blown family affair, with their sons now at the center of the chaos. Yes, you heard that right, 50 Cent is facing off with his own son, Maurice Jackson. How did this happen, and why is Maurice inserting himself into a fight that isn't his? It's a complicated web of betrayal, loyalty, money, and trust. What's the real story? Why did 50 Cent reportedly threaten his own son? And what's really going on between the two families? Let's dive into this multi-generational drama that's more explosive than we ever imagined. For those who don't know, 50 Cent and Big Meech were once more than just acquaintances. They were close friends and business partners. Their connection was built on mutual respect and their shared understanding of the game, both in the music industry and in the streets. But just as quickly as they rose together, their bond began to crack. The first sign of trouble came when Big Meech, recently released from nearly 2 decades in prison, decided to team up with none other than Rick Ross for a concert, a collaboration that 50 Cent, whose feud with Ross goes way back, simply couldn't ignore. 50 Cent immediately saw it as a betrayal. To him, Rick Ross, former correctional officer and longtime rival, was still the officer Ricky he once despised. And when Big Meech publicly embraced him, 50 Cent did what he does best, took to social media to call out his former friend, labeling him a rat and exposing the cracks in their relationship. Just when it seemed like the beef between 50 Cent and Big Meech couldn't get worse, their sons became the new battleground. Maurice Jackson, 50 Cent's son, jumped into the middle of the feud. What started as trolling Lil Meech on social media quickly escalated. Maurice started making public statements, mocking Lil Meech for being special or thinking he was somehow above the drama. Meanwhile, Lil Meech, Big Meech's son and the star of the hit show BMF, which 50 Cent co-produces, wasn't having.
I'm making this recording in regards to my dad. He's Dion Gatling. Most people know him as Cuffy. But I wanted to make this recording so I can shed light on some facts. My dad was set up by one of his best friends, which is Demetrius Flannery, also known as Big Meech. My dad and Meech have been friends for 30 years plus. I've known Meech my whole life. I look at him like an uncle. Like, this situation has been completely devastating on so many different levels, and there's still so many questions that aren't answered. At this point, I can only shed light on what I know for sure to be facts, and hopefully one day I will have the complete truth. But in 2011, around that time, Meech reached out to my dad in regards to creating a BMF movie. So Meech hooked my dad up with a woman named Tammy Cohen's. At the time, Tammy was Meech's power of attorney. Also, she owned the life rights. So my dad was working with Meech, Tammy, T, basically trying to work on a movie. Finally arrested my dad and we received the discovery. He knew exactly who CS1 was, and he told me and my mom that it was Tammy Cohen's. At that time, we really did not want to believe. We wanted to give Meech the benefit of the doubt. It was really, really hard to believe that Meech would set my dad up. It was almost unbelievable. So we were able to like reach out, get a message to Meech, and basically let him know that Tammy was an informant. We later received a message from him saying that it had to be a misunderstanding. Just call her, she'll straighten this out, so on, so on. And at this time, my dad was like, I'm not dumb, I'm not about to call.
He began defending his father, insisting that Big Meech's partnership with Rick Ross was purely for financial reasons, not a sign of betrayal. But that's when things took a wild turn. 50 Cent didn't just let Maurice get involved. He allegedly warned his son to step back. He didn't want Maurice getting tangled up in the crossfire of a feud that had already gone beyond what either side could handle. For a moment, it seemed like 50 Cent had no problem going after his own son if it meant keeping control of his empire. As the feud between the sons heated up, the fathers were busy handling their own mess. 50 Cent's anger towards Big Meech wasn't just about their public fallout, it was also rooted in betrayal. For 50 Cent, working with Rick Ross was a line that should never have been crossed. He felt that Big Meech, despite their shared history, was betraying him not just as a business partner, but as a friend. 50 Cent made his feelings clear when he called Big Meech a rat on Instagram and accused him of making the biggest mistake of his life by not maintaining his relationship with Tammy Cowan, who had helped secure his release from prison. So who is Tammy Cowan, and why does she matter so much in this drama? Well, it turns out that Tammy Cowan was not just a trusted ally to Big Meech. She was also his power of attorney. She helped facilitate deals that would secure his future, including the one that led to his early release from prison. Allegedly, part of the deal involved him providing information to the feds about his business associates, including longtime friends like St. Louis drug kingpin Diane Gatling, aka Cuffy. And this is where the drama takes a darker twist. Cuffy's daughter, Tamara Gatling, came forward, claiming that Big Meech betrayed her father and helped set him up. This revelation only deepened the distrust between 50 Cent and Big Meech, as fans began to question whether Big Meech really had a clean conscience. As the rumors about Big Meech's cooperation with the feds spread, 50 Cent wasn't about to let it slide. He started teasing a big reveal about what he believed was the truth behind Meech's release, hinting at a tell-all documentary that would blow the lid off everything. Fans and critics alike were left wondering, what exactly did Big Meech do to secure his early release? And who else was involved in the shady dealings? Was he really the loyal partner he claimed to be, or had he betrayed everyone around him for personal gain? The drama deepened as 50 Cent posted cryptic messages hinting that the truth would soon come out. Meanwhile, Maurice was desperate to get his father's attention. After years of strained communication, he attempted to bridge the gap, posting an offer of $6,700, essentially the amount 50 Cent paid in monthly child support, to spend 24 hours with him. His message was clear. Maurice wanted to reconnect with his father, not for the money, but for the lost years of their relationship. But did it work? Absolutely not. 50 Cent was unmoved by his son's attempts and even mocked the gesture, saying that Maurice was just trying to get attention. And that's when the tension really started to boil over. Maurice, frustrated by his father's lack of response, began inserting himself further into the drama, trolling Lil Meech and calling him out for thinking he was special. As the drama between the fathers continued to unfold, it became clear that this wasn't just about money, fame, or betrayal. It was about family. 50 Cent's fractured relationship with Maurice was at the heart of everything. Despite Maurice's pleas for a sit-down and his willingness to pay for his father's time, 50 Cent remained unmoved. He told The Breakfast Club that he didn't think